Hey, welcome to Fud Life, where we like wood and steel guns and fishing in john boats. Welcome back, everybody. Today's video is on the Yugo M-57, one of my very top favorite commie guns right here. It's based on the Russian Tokarev TT-33 that was, I guess, adopted by the Red Army in 1933. But, subsequently after the war, all the communist countries made their own variation, and this was the Yugoslavian variation of it. It's probably one of the more rougher guns I got. In fact, I got it from Jeremy Goski, my good friend Jeremy Goski, for a very reasonable price back in around 2013, 2012, somewhere in that time period. And it, it's rough. It's been used. It's been loved. And this is a military one. It's not the commercial one that I believe Zastava still manufactures today. I know you can get new mags for it and whatnot. This one's a GI mag, or a military mag with the lanyard on the bottom. Has a lanyard here. Now this one has the safety removed. They had to put the safety on the thing to get it in the country, I guess. Let's see, who imported this thing? I don't even know. It says right there in really small letters. But anyway, they put a cheesy ass safety on there that nobody likes, and a lot of them look like this with a big hole. So someday I'll fill that hole in, I guess, with a plug of some kind, or not. I don't know. It shoots just fine without it, and the comm block doctrine, I believe, was to carry the gun on an empty chamber. So if you saw a threat, you racked the slide and you went that way. So it holds 9 in the mag, and which is unique to the M-57 Tokarev. Most of them held 8. All of them except this one held 8. It's a fun gun to shoot, man. Here's the round. It's like a little bottleneck rifle cartridge, and when you got this thing at the range, man, people know it because it's got a crack. It's a really high velocity round. Fun to shoot, man. It throws a flame out the front of the gun. It gets people's attention. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's got a pretty decent trigger on it. It's not light. It's not too heavy, and it's got a nice crisp break. It's not bad at all. And the round is pleasant to shoot as well. It's not a thumper. I don't even know what I compare it to. Maybe a 9mm, I guess. Maybe a little. It's probably got a little more oomph than a 9mm. And you can use this Mauser round too. This is a 7.63 Mauser. This chamber's in the gun. It works fine, and it's quite a bit tamer than these guys. And you can also get a lot of times the surplus ammunition is machine gun ammo, and I mean, it throws a flame out the gun. I try to stay away from that stuff. It's corrosive. I've had this stuff come apart on me. I just don't trust it. So anymore, I only shoot the S&B stuff, or PPU, or I think Red Army makes it. I've never used Red Army, but I think you can get it in a steel case Red Army ammo too. Just for comparison's sake, here's my trusty 1911, my Colt. So it's a real thin gun. It's quite a bit smaller than the 1911. If you stick them side by side right there, it's quite a bit littler. So I'm going to pull the camera around this side, and we'll get some close-ups of it next to the Colt. You can kind of get an idea on the size. Okay, up close. Let me get my light over here. Help with the lighting a little bit. back, well, I guess when I first got the thing, I kind of cleaned it up and cold blued it because, I mean, it was pretty much in the white on the sides. You can see across the back the holster, where the holster was, or the guy holstered it, or whoever had it, or the several soldiers that had it over the years, or policemen. I don't know whether this was a police pistol or a military, but it has this crest on it. It's a pretty cool crest. If I could get it to focus. Oh, what the lettering means, I got no idea. But it looks like a witch's star on there or something. Or pentagram. Pinnacle. Pinnacle. It's a pinnacle. It's got a pinnacle on the grip. So next to the Colt, it's quite a bit smaller, you know, and it's lighter too than the 1911. But that'll give you an idea on size, and the grip angle's a little, I think, a little more vertical or straight up and down than the 1911. So let me get the camera back in the cradle and I'll disassemble it and show you a couple of interesting features that it has that I'd never seen on any gun but the Tokarev series. Okay, so to disassemble it, you got a little spring clip on the side of the gun. Pull that guy back. Let's flip it over. Just take some pressure off and this dude will come right out. Slide comes right off. I mean, it is super easy to disassemble. This is probably one of the most interesting features of it is the, I gotta struggle now. This dude comes right out. The whole fire control pack, or what, the sear, the hammer, all of it is in a little package. And that's really cool. I mean, it's really nothing left in there. I mean, that's it. It's very simple. It has a trigger bow just like a 1911. If you can see down in there, it goes around the mag just like a 1911 does. It's a hefty return spring in the back. Then another interesting feature on it is it has an articulated guide rod. There's a little joint there. See the joint that allows you to put it underneath the long dust cover there. So that's pretty cool too. It's interesting design, but the rest of it, you know, is just like a similar to a 1911. Oh, you got to take a bushing off. That's right. Has a bushing like a 1911, similar. So a lot of the John Browning aspects are present in the thing that the Russians copied. Still got some rifling left. I don't know if you can see down in there, but it's pretty decent. And I probably could get a new barrel for it. I truly believe that Zastava still manufactures these pistols. So this one was adopted in 1957, of course, hence the M-57. Yeah, I got this all messed up, don't I? You got to put the bushing in first. Well, I guess the boss might have to do a little editing on this video. Let's put the bushing in first, then the guide rod, spring and guide rod. And just like a 1911, this link here has to be pointing down when you reassemble the guy. There we go. Okay, so let's put the fire control group back in the frame. Slips right back in there like that. This dude goes right back on there. Try to locate your barrel link. And then, unlike a 1911, you don't have to line that up to a notch or anything. And that's pretty much it. It's real simple to field strip. Anyway, here's a look at the top of the two together, just so you can see how thin the thing is. It's super thin. All right, so let's not waste any more time. Let's go to the range and put a few rounds down range, because that's really why I do these videos. All right, we got a few minutes here before it's too dark to shoot. For my safety conscious folks out there, that yeah, I got 300 subscribers and I already got people questioning me about my safety with my hearing protection, and I do wear hearing protection every time I shoot. I prefer earplugs. I don't care for the headphones so much. When I do use them, sometimes I use headphones and earplugs, like with ARs, and probably should be doing it with this guy because this thing is quite noisy. But back to the gun at hand here. You know, one of the things I love about this thing is the simplicity. I mean, it probably has a round count or a part count rivaling a Glock. It's very simple. It's one of the things that I love about it. I know it has less parts than 1911, and that's how the commies did it. You know, gun is fine, doesn't need extra parts. I like that philosophy. The Lula works with it too. Not going to shoot it a ton. Okay, that's it. So we'll get a few shots with the camera in this position. So maybe you'll get to see the fireball come out of it. Stand up the plates. Been a minute since I shot this guy. Yeah, that's it. Gotta aim a bit low. Doesn't lock open either. At least this example doesn't, and I believe it doesn't lock open on either mag. But you know, that's it. The no frill stuff with these things. It is fun to shoot. I mean, it launches the brass a country mile. It's landing way over there somewhere. I typically don't get back the brass. You know, maybe I get about half of it back. I don't load for it. Someday when I stumble across some dies, I may start. Let's try this other mag. I have used this mag. I haven't had this thing out in a long time to shoot. And I hope they stay in there. I know I've used this mag before. Ah, 45 ACP. That's never going to work. Let me check and see if I grab the other mag. And I did. Easily mistaken. That's the 45. I had to bring my Colt out. I can't, get it out and play with it without shooting it. So take a few rounds with it. Anyway, this is a new production magazine. I don't even remember where I got it. I ordered it. I know that. And my local gun store often has these Tokarevs of different manufacturer. I just haven't bought any more of them. There's too many other goodies out there. Use the Lula. Yeah. Ah, it's full. All right. Got to get my point of aim down. I haven't, I'm not hitting the plates too good. There we go. All right. It didn't lock open on that mag either, so I don't know if, this is a sample of one, so I don't know whether they commonly lock open or not. I have no idea. So I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see me knock the targets down. Got a little cough. I'm getting over the virus. My second time around. I've had that virus twice now. And two years ago I had it. And this time around, all right, so pardon me if I'm a little hoarse. I'm getting over the COVID virus. This is my second time around with it. I initially got it in 20, the first time around, and I survived. And now I'm getting over it again for the second time here in 22. But this time, I got a antiviral drug, I guess, because I'm old. And it's kicking its butt. I'm feeling better within a few days. So that's good news. I think you got to aim a little bit low with the dude. This should be a click, yeah. Gotta count them, because the slide don't lock back. It's not necessary. You don't need the slide to lock back. They're probably still using these guns in several places in the world. I bet they're using them in Ukraine right now. I'm sure the North Koreans are still using it. And why not? It works. I don't shoot it enough to be really proficient with it. But it's one of them fun, take it to the range kind of guns. I don't know why it's giving me trouble. It hasn't ever given me any problems in the past. Maybe because it's dry. Probably could use a bit of oil. But it knocks them targets over with authority. So I'll do the rest of these and switch over to the 1911 for a little bit. Okay, so this is the stock mag. Maybe it'll cycle. I've never had this thing malfunction like that. I guess it's dry. I'm going to stop here and get a little oil and see if that fixes the problem. The good old Hoppies gun oil. A little bit of this juju on there. A little bit right there where it locks up. About a drop. Drop in the bushing. Maybe that'll fix her. But he's going to town down there. Okay, I got a little lube on the gun. Maybe that'll correct the stoppages. Like I said, it's been very reliable over the years that I've had it. That's probably right there the most malfunctions I've ever had with it. So. That little piece there keeps coming loose. All right. Just fill her back up. Nope, that ain't fixing it. My little clip keeps coming loose on the side. Wonder if I'm knocking that. Yeah, it's definitely a problem there. That's the problem. Got one round left of this stuff. It's got an excellent little shelf you can rack the slide with. So I got some of the Mauser ammo. It's a little lighter recoil, a little less blast, but it still cycles the gun fine. So let's try the Mauser ammo. Try to keep my thumb off of that retainer. Maybe that's the problem. This stuff ain't got enough balls to knock the plates over. Well, I guess those two may be screwed. It cycled all of those. That's the thing. I'm moving this, I guess. If you were a right-handed shooter, it wouldn't even be a concern. Some more of the Mauser. Cycled all those. That's it. That's the whole deal. I keep pushing this guy. I haven't shot it in a while, so hey, guess what? It locked back too. Gotta love that. Let's go with. That's it. Takes a little more concentration than to shoot this thing than I'm used to. The more modern stuff. To shoot it accurately, it's easy to squeeze the trigger and shoot it. That's it. All right, what fun, fellas. So that's the problem that I was having, was this clip right here. That moves off of there. Maybe I need to tighten that up some. Anyway, still a great gun to shoot. Fun to shoot. I'm going to take a few rounds with the 1911. All this out of here. Just don't want it to feel neglected. You can't abuse your 1911 like that. Getting it out and not taking it to the range is just unacceptable. So I guess If you folks want, I'll do a video on this one day. This thing's a sweetheart here. Ooh, I ain't shot it in a while. Talk about an excellent trigger. Beautiful. All right, man. Sun's about to go down. I'm running out of time here, folks. So that's going to do it for this range session. I hope you enjoyed the content in today's video. And if you did, please like and subscribe. Have a good one.